Hello. Today I'm going to talk about what are the real world use cases for time series analysis. So, for a student of econometrics, statistics, or you have done any course in time series analysis, you will be interested where do we use time series analysis in the real world? Well, time series analysis is a very popular technique in many industries. It has uses in many industries, be it financial service, be it manufacturing, be it supply chain, e-commerce, uh, travel and tourism, aviation, you name it. It has uses in varieties of industries, but it's most popular in the financial service industry, whether it's in trading, asset management, banking, credit research, across various areas of banking and financial service. Time series analysis is used. So wherever you see data analytics being used in the industry, time series analysis is used. Of course, not in all areas. Time series analysis is not like other machine learning modeling techniques. So it's more about forecasting. So only where you need to forecast something in the future, you tend to use time series analysis. So we'll see what are some of the use cases. But before that, a brief intro about what is time series analysis. Well, if you're hearing it for the first time, well, this is one really popular data analytics modeling technique that is used to forecast values in the future. And you use data from different time points, from historical time points at a regular interval. You collect data and you use that data to forecast values for the future, right? One example is that you take stock price for the last 50 days or 100 days, and then you use that data, find pattern in the stock price, and use that to forecast prices of the stock for the next 10 days or 15 days or 20 days. And where do you use that? You can use that as a trading signal and build a trading model and do trading using this technique. That's one use. There are many others uses, by the way. It's not just central banks use it to forecast inflation. uh, Supply chain companies use it to forecast their the requirement for inventory. So there are many such uses of this technique. If you are someone who has done economics, or you have studied quantitative finance, or you have studied statistic econometrics, I'm sure you would have studied time series analysis. But even if you have not studied these subjects and you have studied physics or engineering, or even some social sciences, you probably have studied some time series analysis. But if for someone interested in a career in data science or artificial intelligence, quantitative finance, you must study time series analysis. This is a must thing to study. Many people who study data science often ignore the time series analysis. They only focus on the machine learning models such as boosting, bagging, decision tree, regressions. But time series analysis is equally an important topic for studies. Okay, well, I was just giving an example, right? You collect data from historical time periods, and then you take this data to model, and when you fit the model, you use that model to forecast the future values of that series. Okay, and some of the techniques which are popular, if you have studied, I'm sure you are aware of this. But if you haven't studied, don't get scared with the jargons. These are simply models. Like you may have studied linear regression, multiple linear regression, varieties of regression, right? Such models you have also in time series. You have autoregressive models, moving average model, autoregressive moving average, the ARIMA model, which is perhaps the most popular one. And now these models are primarily used to forecast the mean of a time series, but you may also be interested to forecast the volatility of a time series. And you could do that using Arch and GARCH model, and the varieties of version of these models. So you have varieties of GARCH model, varieties of Arch models also. So these are some of the models that you should learn if you're learning time series analysis. As I've said, time series analysis is extremely popular in the financial markets area. It's used for stock price forecasting or any asset price forecasting, whether it's stock price or a commodity price or an option price, or the FX rate in the future, interest rate, and so on so forth. Imagine you are working at an energy trading firm. You will be using time series analysis to forecast the prices of energy, whether it's electricity or oil or any other commodity in the future. You could use time series analysis for this. If you're working in an equity trading firm, you could use this to forecast equity. If you're working in derivative trading, you probably will be interested to know the variation or the volatility, the underlying asset. So you could also use Arch and Gart's model to forecast the volatility. So in financial markets, whether you're doing trading or even in asset management side, people use time series analysis a lot. In fact, this is the most important statistical modeling technique in the field of financial markets. If you are going to working in financial markets, you must know time series analysis. There's absolutely no other option for you but to learn time series analysis. It's super important. You could take a general econometrics course, and there you will learn time series analysis. But also uh, in machine learning AI area, they use time series analysis as well. So, for example, LSTM is one such technique, which is very similar to the traditional time series analysis. The use is exactly the same, which is to forecast values for a given time series in the future. Time series analysis is also extremely useful in the policy making area. Central banks, most central banks, whether the Federal Reserve in the US, European Commission of Banking (ECB) in the Europe, Bank of England, Bank of Japan, all these central banks, they use time series analysis to forecast economic indicators or financial indicators such as GDP growth, inflation, unemployment rate. So for all kinds of things, you use this thing. Even banks use these techniques to forecast economic indicators. Banks, they have their own forecasting team or research team that does macroeconomic research, but also sector research. For example, in most banks you will have people specializing in some sectors. For example, in commodity area, you may have sector specialist in, let's say, oil and gas, sector specialist in energy, sector specialist in food and agri. And these people also do research on forecasting prices, forecasting demand, forecasting supply in the future. And for that, they use time series analysis. Weather and climate, again, very important area where time series analysis is used. Right, the Google, if you do a search on Google, you can find the weather forecast for next few days in a city, and there people use time series analysis. The algorithm used there is time series analysis. Okay, so they use time series models to forecast the temperature in the future, considering various events. Obviously, it's not just an univariate time series analysis. I don't know exactly what exactly the model, but I'm sure there's a multivariate time series analysis. So it's also the trend. So that means the previous temperature in a given city for the last few days, but also taking into account few other things. So in climate area, you see the use of time series analysis everywhere. I've said this also in the commodity area. People use time series analysis to forecast demand for electricity. If the summer is coming in Asia, people will be using the air condition, so there will be need of more electricity, and that's something you should be able to predict well in advance. In Europe or in the US, winter is where people use energy more, and you should be able to predict or forecast the demand for energy using time series analysis. Healthcare is one area where we have seen time series analysis being used. We saw that in COVID times, right? We saw the forecast of number of patients, forecast of number of people to be affected, how many how many ICU beds will be needed, how many ventilators will be needed. All that was done using standard time series analysis. Supply chain and operation is perhaps very underrated. People don't talk about it, but time series analysis is extremely useful in supply chain and operation analytics. I used to work with operation analytics long back, like 15, 16 years back. I used to work for a client called General Electric, and I used to use Oracle apps as an ERP, and there I've seen time series models being embedded in those softwares, where the analyst can easily uh, use these models to forecast the demand for for a given item, for a warehouse, and then action can then be taken. Later I worked for an automobile company. There also I have seen time series analysis being heavily used for a lot of things, for example inventory planning, or logistic planning, or forecasting of various demand and supply items. So time series analysis is super important if you want to do forecasting. And any student of data science, quantitative finance, data analytics, advanced AI, advanced machine learning, or operation research must learn time series analysis. Thank you. See you in another video.